He is the fastest human being in history. And now Usain Bolt gets ready to run in the men's 100 meters here in Toronto. The men's 100 meters at the Festival of Excellence is presented by Rogers High-Speed Internet, the fastest and most reliable, period. Three gold medals in Beijing, the 100 meters, the 200 meters, and the 4x100 relay. And he takes his place among the greatest sprinters in the history of the event. Jim Hines of the U.S., the first to go sub-10. Three Canadians have held or set the world record, most recently Donovan Bailey in Atlanta in 1996. Jesse Owens held the 100-meter record for 20 years, from 1936 to 1956. And you see Carl Lewis with the two Olympic titles. Usain Bolt, the first since Lewis to break the world record in the 100 and 200 in the same Olympics. And Bob Hayes, of course, won 1964 by a 2-meter margin. Carl Lewis, 5 Olympic and world titles. Usain Bolt has a chance at the age of 22, Andy, to take his place as the greatest sprinter of all time. His performance in Beijing, electrifying, 9.69 seconds. There are many who think he could have gone sub 9.6 had he not slowed up at the finish line.
Well, I think everybody who watched it feels that. The interesting thing here is that this man has such a relaxed and easygoing personality that it's a little bit misleading, you know, and to slightly misquote Emile Zola, the writer, who said this: the athlete is nothing without the gift, but the gift is nothing without the work. And don't kid yourself, this man has done the work and continues to do the work. That big smile and the easygoing way doesn't suggest that he doesn't work.
He will face, in this race, 6 Olympians: Anson Henry, along with Bolt, Sean Crawford, Marvin Anderson, Jared Connaughton of Canada, and Bernard Williams of the United States, all competed in Beijing. Sean Crawford will be in lane 5. He won gold in the 200 meters in Athens, finished second to Bolt in the 200 meters in Beijing. His 100-meter time of 9.88 is just outside the top 10 all time. And so there's a very strong field for Usain Bolt to face. And of course, in Manchester, England, 3 weeks ago, he set the world record in the rarely run 150 meters.
And that's one that had the whole track world talking once again. It's everything he does is at that level, and it's unfortunate that it's not a warm evening with a cool breeze.
And here is the field. Mario Forsyth of Kingston, Jamaica, has a personal best of 10.27 seconds in this competition. Next to him in lane 2 is Anson Henry of nearby Pickering, Ontario. He ran for Canada in the 4x100 meter relay in the Beijing Olympics. He's 30 years old. In lane 3, Ivory Williams from Jefferson County, Texas. His personal best is sub 10. He's a 27-year-old. And of course, next to him is Usain Bolt. Fans are lined 10 deep outside this stadium to see the Jamaican hero. There are more than 250,000 people of Jamaican descent living in Toronto, and they have turned out in droves in the rain to see the world's fastest man. Sean Crawford of the United States in lane 5 is 30 years old. He has been overshadowed by Bolt over the last 18 months. He was a silver medalist in Beijing in the 200 meters. We mentioned he has an excellent 100-meter personal best, just outside the top 10 all time. Marvin Anderson of Toronto, Jamaica, same hometown as Usain Bolt, competed in Beijing. He was 6th in the 200 meters in the 2007 World Championship. Jared Connaughton of Charlottetown, PEI, carries Canadian hopes. He won silver with the Canadian 4x100 meter relay team at the 2007 Pan Am Games. He too competed in Beijing. And in lane 8 is 31-year-old Bernard Williams of the United States. He was second to Sean Crawford in the 200 meters in the Athens Olympics. And so an excellent field, 6 Olympians, and Usain Bolt, as Bernard Williams poses, is the focus in lane 4 with Sean Crawford next to him. This is a new track in Toronto. It is a little softer than what he ran on in Beijing. And of course it is slickened by rain, but Usain Bolt is set to step in, and we are set for the men's 100 meters. Fastest time of the year, 9:94 by Michael Rogers of the U.S. last week in Eugene, Oregon at the Prefontaine meet. And false starts. It appeared to be lane 3 and lane 8. And you saw Williams was excited before the race and maybe some overexuberance, and of course remember, a second false start and you are out. And we saw that infamously in Atlanta with Linford Christie.
Yeah, that was a tragedy, and it was a farce that any experienced athlete would do what he did in that race. But it certainly set it up better for Donovan Bailey.
And so Bolt will reset. And so 3 and 8 are charged with false starts.
Standing behind your block, lane 8. Lane 8, quick. On your mark.
The 6'5" Bolt loads himself into the starting blocks. Another false start. This time it is lane 6, Marvin Anderson. At least it appeared to be. And it was Anderson. So now 3 have false starts charged to them. And drama continues to build.
Well, this is interesting, because this is a fascinating race. It's got, everyone has to run his own race. This is not man to man. This is avoiding that and executing as best you can.
So Marvin Anderson is out as the first false start affects everyone. And we now have a 7-man field for the 100 meters. And Usain Bolt is still waiting to run. And next to him is Sean Crawford. 30 years old, Sean Crawford, and he has said that he too has his eye on the London Olympics.
Well, it's what these men do for a living, and it's what they do really well, and why wouldn't you think in that direction?
All right, down to a field of 7. And set once again for the men's 100 meters. Is off quickly. In lane 3, Ivory Williams trying to hold on, but here comes Usain Bolt, and the world's fastest man blazes through the finish. Unofficially, the time is 9.25 seconds, and Usain Bolt does not disappoint in Toronto.
Oh, for sure it can't
Not
be 9.25.
The clock has frozen early. That would be beyond a world record, so it is 10 seconds flat for Usain Bolt. So the timing misfires, but the official time is now 10 seconds for Usain Bolt. Ivory Williams second, Bernard Williams is third, Mariel Forsyth finishes fourth. And you see the Bolt pull up. Will we ever see him go all out in a 100 meters?
Well, I think only if there's a lot on the line and by some crazy happenstance somebody is near him.
He took a quick look at the clock and saw the 9:25 and thought, that can't be right. And look at Bolt play to this crowd here. And those fans paid, that's called lane 9. So those fans paid $25 to basically stand on the street outside the stadium and get a glimpse of Usain Bolt, who goes over and says hello to his adoring masses.
Well, he's not just a great competitor, he's a terrific representative of the sport.
Toronto 2015 congratulates Usain Bolt, winner of the men's 100 meters.
Rogers presents the Festival of Excellence. You're never too fast to get even faster. Switch to Rogers high-speed internet, the fastest and most reliable, period.